Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Gardening with an Idiot. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make your own pickles. I've never done this before. My mother-in-law basically just came down and showed me. Fun fact, her recipe was passed down from her mom, who had actually made pickles in this very house. So my husband's grandmother was pickling in this house. I really hope I'm getting some lucky pickling energies today. You'll notice some things. This is a learning curve, a learning process. I took on a huge garden this year. I'd never gardened before. I wanted to be self-sufficient and learn, and boy, did I dive in. So I cannot wait to show you guys how to do pickles. If you guys have any tips or tricks yourself and you want to comment below, feel free to do so. But it's actually a lot more simple to do pickles than I thought that it was going to be. So I'm very excited. So I'm going to show you the ingredients that you need, okay? This is what you're going to want to put in your water. This is the juice that's going to go into your pickle jar. So we're going to go through this step by step. I don't know if you want to take a pen down, jot this down. Sorry, a pad of paper and a pen. Jot this down to make the juice that goes into the pickles. Here's what you do, and this one with these ratios will make about 4 jars of pickle juice. Okay, so to make the dills, you need 1/3 cup of pickling salt. Now, I didn't know this. I went through Walmart going, oh my God, do you guys have pickling salt? And everyone kind of went, nobody really knew. You could tell that everyone I asked has never pickled before because it's not that difficult. It's just coarse salt. Just get a big thing of coarse salt. That's pickling salt. So, yeah, you'll want 1/3 of a cup of that, 2 cups of vinegar, and 6 cups of water. And we'll mix it all in and let it boil for 3 minutes, okay? Let's get to the rest of this now. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some of the supplies you're going to need. I have a whole bunch of these kind of jars, okay? These kind of cans. These type of lids are the best, so I hear. So if you can get these kind, this would be the way to go. Now, those aren't very cheap. So I had to learn this the hard way. I kind of feel really guilty because I would have friends and family giving me, jars of pickles, and I would never give them their jars back. These are expensive. Don't be rude, okay? So if I borrow you guys or give you guys a can of pickles, my homemade pickles, you give me my jar back. I'm not joking. So joking, but I'm not joking. I'll hunt you down. Okay, so you'll need that. You need an insert and a big pot. So you might have to buy a canning pot, okay? And what this insert does is it not only makes it easier to pull out the jars, you'll see what happens when we get there, but just trust me, you need one of these, okay? And it provides a little bit of space so that when you have your cans in here, your jars there, sorry, they aren't directly touching the bottom hot element in the hot water, okay? You'll need that. Obviously knives. You need a very nice apron that, mine says I love pickles. I do. I love big pickles. What can you say, right? So personalize your own apron if you need to. Now, as you're about to notice, or if you haven't noticed already, I have a lot of big pickles. I kind of let them get a little bit, the cucumbers a little bit big. Okay? Well, I don't know what to, I'm sorry. But I do have some small ones that resemble pickles. And so I got both of them. If you make the mistake and you let them grow a little too big, I'm not dumb. I know what size a pickle is. I wasn't prepared at the time. And I was like, oh, if I take them off of the vine, then they will, get eaten in the fridge, and I'll just leave it. And I didn't expect them to grow this fast. This is like one day they're this big. Okay, be careful. The next day they're this big. It's dangerous. Okay, so let's go through the rest of the process. We need garlic. You need dill. You need your children to stay out of the house and not scream at the door. And you need vinegar. And that's pretty much all you need, okay? So we are set to go. I'm going to go check on my son, and I'll be right back. Okay, so of course you're going to want to wash your pickles. I've already done that. And you basically want to slice them like this. The difference is these ones will still taste like pickles. They just won't be as crunchy, right? As the small ones. Or so I've been told. cut them into slices like that. They have a lot of seeds. You just get rid of those seeds. Okay, so I cut them all up. Remember, I still have the good pickles, and we're going to keep going here. So, I put in already 6 cups of water into this pot, and now I'm going to put in the other ingredients. So, what did my instructions say? 1/3 a cup of pickling salt. So, got to put that there. Okay. Looking good. 1/3 cup of pickling salt and 2 cups of vinegar. All right. Oh, this is a 1/2 cup. So I just need a little more salt, actually. There's, see, I told you I'm an idiot. Awesome. Okay, way to prove it. Oh, crap. Did I pour any vinegar into there? Oh no. It's because you guys, it's because I'm recording. Oh no. Okay, just hold on one second. I'm just going to restart this water process here. Hold on. Okay. All right. So I put more water in here. I just dumped it out. Obviously, you know, that's not the way to do it. We have 1 cup. Okay. This is 1/2 cup. Use the right cuppage. Right? Dips. Okay. Start again. We need 1/3 of a cup of coarse salt, aka pickling salt. Hopefully I have enough, and hopefully I don't waste it all and do dumb things some more. The pressure is real. Okay, 1/3 a cup of pickling salt in 6 cups of water, and now we're going to do 2 cups of vinegar. Right, and then we're going to put it on the stove, stir it up until it is boiling, and when it's boiling, we let it boil for 3 minutes, and then we can add it into the jars, and that's the next step. Okie dokie, friends. So, got my trusty jar. You add a clove of garlic to the bottom. You take your messed up, really large, huge pickles that shouldn't have gotten that big, and you put them in the bottom. Okay? Like so. You want to cram them in really, really well. So, don't do that, basically, is a good way to do it. I'm going to try not to rush here because I want this to work out. So I might have to do this in fast motion. See, some of these I've had to cut in half because some of them were a little bit too long in the jar here. And that is okay. They're still going to all taste delicious. I know they're supposed to be smaller. The small ones are the ones you're going to want to have if you just love the crunchy pickles. Okay. I'm at this point, based with the weather, I'm just happy I got anything this year. Because it has been a crazy year for weather. Okay. Get you in there nice and tight. And then you add another clove of garlic on top. Okay, and dill. Now, my mother-in-law taught me, sorry if I hope I'm making you proud, because you just taught me this 10 minutes ago. Okay, so you take, you know, I don't know, that much. And you kind of squish it around a little bit because that kind of like releases the dill. It's like unlocking it a little bit, okay? You stick it in to the jar like such. And when this is ready to, this is boiling, and after 3 minutes of boiling, that's when I'll pour it into here. Now, you want to pour the water about up to about there, because you need a little bit of space. You don't want any of those pickles pushing up the lid or keeping the lid from popping down, because you want that lid to seal. You know when you know if like a pop or a juice is open, if it doesn't have that pop at the, you know what I'm talking about? Most of you will, but if you don't, that needs to be down all the way, okay? If for some reason, this doesn't happen often, she says, if some reason it doesn't, after the process is done, pop down all the way and it's not sealed properly, you can keep it in your fridge for 2 months. But don't put it on your shelf, because the rest of your pickles you're going to want to have for at least 2 months pickling before you want to eat them if you want to have a really good pickle. So most of them will seal with this method I'm about to show you, and you can just store them anywhere. But if they don't, just keep, instead of trying and restarting, just put the pickles in the fridge. Now, obviously, you'll notice that I'm touching my hair and all this and that, and I'm probably going to have to work on not doing that now that I think about it. So, yeah, another thing that I just thought about. I'm going to put my hair back. Hold on. I'm going to wash my hands and put my hair back. Let's do the rest proper. I might rinse those off, too. Okay. Okay, so that's that. So you just want to keep filling up all of the jars. I'm going to do that. Fill them all up. Get them prepared like this. Keep my eye on the stove. I've also started boiling a pot of water. Now, the water I have about up to here, because once I have the jars in there, that water is going to rise, and you don't want it to overflow over the top of the pot, right? So yeah, right now I have water boiling. We'll get to that point once we're done filling the jars. Once we're done, remember, it's garlic, the pickles, another piece of garlic, and then the dill on the top. Remember, kind of release some of those, the dill. Let the dill go free. And then in here, water, vinegar, salt, coarse salt, pickling salt. Okay? And that's all doing their thing. So I'm going to finish up with the rest of these jars. Have them all prepared and ready like this. Keep my eye on the stove to make sure that once it starts boiling, I time it for 3 minutes. And then we'll move on to the next steps. Okay. So it's been 3 minutes. There's the pickling juice. Yum, yum. Got these ones done already, and I'd done them earlier when my mother-in-law was here teaching me. They're not fully done yet, but notice that they're really light because I let them grow extra large. So, you can use a funnel. I hope I don't need to tell you this. It's hot water, so be careful. I'm going to just use this. And I also forgot to mention that when we're putting on the lid, let's always wipe off that rim, because you want that little tiny middle piece of this lid, whatever this is called, to really seal, right? If you have a little granule or dill on there, it's not going to seal proper. So we will wipe down all of the rims here after, okay? I hope I remember to do that. And yeah, so remember, you bring your water up just to a little bit past. You don't want too much. Boy, that smells like vinegar. Okay? Just to, I'll burn till about there. And remember, like I just told everyone else, it's burning, burning, burning hot water. So don't touch a glass, pick it up and bring it over to the camera, because your fingers are going to burn off. Okay. I'm thinking I might practice things before showing people. But what's the fun in that? There we go. I'm quite surprised how simple this process really is. It didn't cost me much for the plants. And you know, once I have these jars and can reuse them, it's going to be great. Once people give them back to me, if I give people pickles, give them back. I was so bad for that. Thanks for the pickles. I would never return the jar. So rude. I am so sorry. Okay. Okay. I think I'm doing everything right. You can just throw that out. A few things that I asked and I got answers to were, yes, you do want that warm if possible. Hot when you put it in here. Okay, you don't really want to let it cool and walk away. Okay. What else did I ask? Oh, see, there's some dill right there. Yeah, about 2 months, at least 2 months, they have to cool, they have to ferment or whatever it's called. And you don't eat the pickles for at least a couple months. Probably label your stuff, because I can see this happening where I end up at the end of the year here with like 5,000 jars, you know. Well, actually, I don't have that many cucumbers this year, but you you want to remember when you have, like, you don't want to mix up the ones you just made with the ones that you made a year ago or 6 months ago or 2 months ago kind of thing. So I will be labeling these. And I noticed that they come with cute little stickers so I can label them with dates. Okay. Think this is right. Think this is right. I have so far 5 jars of pickles. I'm so excited. Okay. So I'm going to leave you for a few minutes. I'm going to let this pot finish boiling. And then we will be putting these into that pot for 6 minutes, I think she said. Oh, no. I'm going to have to call her. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, dudes and dudettes. I just realized it's not a good idea for me to be holding a camera. Okay. So here we got the water's boiling. What we're gonna do is get this up a bit like that. Actually, maybe not. No, I'm gonna put that back in nicely. Okay, there, like that. And now I'm gonna gently put some cans. Shoot! I needed more water. Because you want it to cover over the top of this. Okay, pause. I'll be back. Actually, psych, before I actually added more water into this. I was like, doy, if I'm adding more jars, the water's going to go up higher. And it did. So I'm only going to do the 3 right now. Do I want to do 4? No, I'm just going to, no, that one will be lonely. I don't want a whole big pot. Yeah. So I'm going to do this in there. The water's going above the lid. And we're going to time it for 6 minutes. So whatever 307 plus 6 is. Okay, so I added more water because the water boiled away with these ones. Just a little bit, but we need it to cover over the top of the lid. So that's doing that thing. But now we're done, okay? So eventually we're going to hear like a pop, hopefully. And that means that the cans are sealed, that our jars of pickles are sealed. And that means you can stick them anywhere cool, just dry for a couple months, okay? And let them do their thing. Then you are done, and that's how you make pickles. Now remember, if you check the top and it's not clickied in all the way, you can store them in your fridge for a couple months, and they should be fine. And there you go. So wish me luck with these last 2. Once that's boiled, put these ones in for 6 minutes, and voila! This is how you make pickles. Be better, Shan. I will try better next time. But hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, comment below and I will ask a pro the answers, because obviously I don't have them. Have a great day.